What you are seeing here is a great tabletop cookbook chock full of healthy, intriguing Italian recipes, and the name of it is Mob Cookbook and Diet. And this is written by our next guest, who is Frankie Spice. Actual name is Frank Morelli. First of all, Frank, good to see you, and thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
Interesting story. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let you tell a little bit about what happened. You had to spend a little time behind bars, but let's not focus on that. But for those who are curious, give us the elevator synopsis.
Okay, the elevator synopsis. I'd never been in trouble a day in my life, and I was really good in the food industry. I had a very successful restaurant that won the Governor's Award in Colorado for the best all-Colorado meal. And then I parlayed that into an international pasta company that had over 250 employees. And we went public, and we became the #1 trading stock on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange several times.
Right.
And I eventually sold out my company. And then I became really good at stocks, probably too good.
All right, we'll leave that part of it there. So you found yourself behind bars for a little bit because you were too good at stocks. And while you were in there, you sort of became the basis for the Paul Sorvino character in the movie Goodfellas. He was the one that did all the cooking inside the prison for the upper echelon. Is that a fair parallel of your two characters?
A very fair parallel. In fact, I became really good friends with Nicky Scarfo Jr. His dad was Little Nicky, who was the head of the mafia in Atlantic City and Philadelphia. And Jr. took 8 bullets to the chest and lived on Halloween night, 1989. He had me checked out with some other people, and I checked out really good. So that was very beneficial for my life because I was in a maximum security facility in Philadelphia for 38 months, and it was really, really rough.
And in that maximum security facility, you became somewhat of a culinary go-to guy, which you have parlayed into this incredible, beautiful cookbook, chock full of delicious Italian recipes. So how did you make the switch behind being behind bars to being an incredible, great-selling cookbook author?
Well, I had nothing better to do but to work out and write, and then I also was a suicide companion, and I helped save many people's lives because I was really good with people. So that's what I did with my time, was helping others.
A lot of times you don't equivalate delicious recipes like are in this book with losing weight, but these are all healthy Italian recipes, correct?
Most of them are all healthy, but there are some recipes like the desserts and such that you can eat on your cheat day, because you can't have a successful diet unless you have a cheat day. Like, for example, The Rock might eat protein 6 days a week, then he'll eat 3 pizzas on his cheat day. So.
And you've got these books. Where can we pick these up?
Okay, Amazon. The book is on Amazon, and if you go look, we're all 5 stars. We're one of the only books on Amazon that's 5 pretty much across the board. We might have 1 4-star, but it's 5.0 all the way across the board.
And you do have pretty much the entire variety of recipes in here, appetizers to entrees to desserts, veal parmigiana a la Juliet. Well, that looks incredible, just like all the rest of them in here do. I don't know how you did it. I know you ran a successful restaurant, but still, to come up with this many recipes for this book had to have been something of a challenge, because you have personally sampled all the recipes in here, correct?
Yes, yes. And basically, it was a lot of work compiling it, because it was before the days of artificial intelligence was very good. So these are real recipes handed down for generations, and they're easy to make and they taste great.
And they are suitable for you and a friend or for the entire family. You had a little help from Dr. Sandra Frank in writing the book, and it says by Frankie Spice Morelli, your real name being Frank Morelli. How'd you get the nickname Frankie Spice?
Well, I eventually ended up cooking in the kitchen at the prison.
Right.
Okay. And I like spicy food, so some of the other inmates gave me the name Spice. They call me Frankie Spice, so I earned that name. I had a lot of respect because they would be smuggling in fresh garlic, extra virgin olive oil, just like in Goodfellas. And not only was I cooking for fellow inmates and mob guys, several of the corrections officers were taking boxes full of food that I cooked home.
Wow.
I'm sure they won't get in trouble for it now because I'm not saying which prison I did it at. But in fact, one of the women COs wanted to marry me. She said, "Hey, you'd be a great husband because you're a good cook." But she wasn't as good looking as my wife, who I had at home, who actually passed away December 15th, who I dedicated this book to.
Right.
So I never strayed.
All right. Frank, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You and I will talk again in the future. Let us have your website so we can get in touch with you for additional information or how to best get in touch with you online.
Okay. Our website is ourmob.com. OURMOBB.com.
OURMOBB.com. Frankie Spice Morelli, we got to leave it there. Great talking to you, and we will see you soon.
Okay, thank you very much. You have a nice day.